Trey gonna be that old guy in sandals and khakis with a belt.
I've been saying this for how long now?
I can't step outside naked.
We jumped into the river.
What did you do? Did you run
I
along
jumped
the river
in.
bank?
I let autocorrect make me look stupid on Facebook every day. With Luxembourg. I can't do it.
It's Luxembourg.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. That's what they all say.
You trying to get me to do the hump and something.
Ah!
Oh, look at you, girl.
I said it's too early.
Sexual tracking app on it. And it found that
Who is actually using that? Welcome home, gentlemen from the 4th Infantry Division, 4th ID.
Yeah, I think he was trying to be funny, but it kind of escalated.
I think he was trying to hit her on a discount. Oh, my nigga.
They used to listen to FM, but they played the same old
Yeah.
Good morning, America.
Wakey, wakey, bakey, bakey.
Right. Wake and bake America. Spank and spank America. Wake and spank America. We should change ourselves to Wake and Spank on Wednesday. Just seems like it would be more appropriate. No? Come on, Scotty. You got to be on that one. Wake and Spank America. No? All right. Well, I tried. Nobody's with me on that.
I can't breathe. Big bong rips.
Nobody co-signed that. I'm hurt. So, here's the deal. Let's get right to it. It's time for Trey and the end of the week 3 headlines. We got a few kind of big ones, actually, that are a little insane. And let's go with the first one brought to you by your mama. No, I'm just playing. It's really brought to you by Apothecary Farms, though.
Apothecary Farms is the leader in concentrates. Get your Apothecary Farms in Pueblo, Colorado Springs, Denver, and Oklahoma, or at hundreds of other cannabis dispensaries today.
So, here's the deal. Apothecary Farms got it all, brah. I'm telling you. Honestly, I sign my plants over there because I get free diamonds, I get some sign over gifts, and I earn points towards free stuff. That's the truth. That's the real reason. I really feel that way about signing plants over to Apothecary, Scott. If you want to know the truth, I keep my plants with a place that really likes to hook you up. You know. Like on the regs too. So let's do this. Let's get straight to it. So I started a debate. First off, clearly, please make sure that I'm not calling you an idiot in the post, and understand when I'm calling the person's post you shared an idiot. Fair enough? Because sometimes I think that people don't realize that, and that causes a lot of internet problems. And even if that's not what happened, I'm still just saying, please make sure you understand what you're reading and read it right. Because saying something is stupid doesn't mean we're calling you stupid. I'm saying the post is stupid. It's dumb. The person who wrote it, Susan Sarandon, I think is the one who wrote it, is an idiot. I think it's from her Twitter account. But what it involves is the $2,000 checks and this and that over the COVID relief bill. So first off, that's what brings my first headline is the COVID relief bill was passed last night after Republicans literally tried to pass 1,000 amendments and did everything they could to Stonewall Jackson the fuck out of the goddamn COVID relief bill, but in the end, Democrats forced a tie and then turned around and had Kamala Harris come in and pass the COVID relief bill for them. Yay! Democracy works. In the meantime, when
is the last time these guys have sat down all night like this? I mean, literally it was 5:30 this morning Eastern time, right?
Yeah. It was like at 3 o'clock in the morning our time. Yeah. And check this out. 20 hours of debate. Yeah. Guys, if you're like, what the fuck in the fuck no, bro. I'm glad they debated for 20 hours. They literally spent nearly an entire day, literally to the sense of the word, not like an 8-hour day, but like 20 fucking hours, debating something that's seriously important. We are essentially taking a loan out to stay afloat as a country. It's not just bullshit. It's actually really serious. So I'm glad they actually spent some time debating this. I also am glad that the Democrats, for once in their life, grabbed their fucking balls and said, look, you're either with me or I'm going to do it, just like you did me with fucking fuckboy's tax plan.
It's funny how you always hear, oh, Democrats don't work, but then Democrats took office and
went to work.
Just spent 20 hours
working
on one bill.
I don't think they spent 20 hours debating any bill. As a matter of fact, they didn't even allow for 20 hours of debate on the president's tax plan. The former president's tax plan. Let's just keep it true what really happened when the Republicans had control of the House, the Senate, and the executive branch. Motherfuckers. Now, let me get back to this, though. So, what pissed me off about the post, and first off, shout out to Chuck for posting it, but again, Chuck, I want you to understand that I wasn't upset with you. I'm upset with her asinine statement. She's going on and on about where are our checks, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. You promised us $2,000 checks, $1,400 checks, isn't going to cut it, $2,000 checks, blah, 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 right? So it pissed me off because this is the hypertizing of a situation that actually doesn't exist. First off, let me explain. The situation doesn't exist because you can't say, I want Joe Biden to do his best to work across the aisle, but then say, I want it now, 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 now. Any idiot, Miss Sharon, Susan Sarandon Stone, whatever your name is, whatever one you are that posted, I can't even remember now. But do you not understand that $600 minus $2,000 equals $1,400. Joe Biden never said $2,000 more. They said originally that the American people needed $2,000. They got $6,000. We owe you $1,400. Bro, it's called basic math, for crying out loud. Did you forget how to do math when you went to Hollywood to become an actress? Because it's basic fucking math. 600 minus 2,000, stupid. That's what pissed me off about the post. We're going to hypertize this $2,000 goal that doesn't fucking exist. You got 600. The goal is now 1,400. Back to basic fucking math. Now, we can get into this. Hey, it's not enough for the American people, but then the same people bitching about it's not enough for the American people are the same people that are against a basic standard living income. Meaning whether you have a job or not, you should have a standard to live by. I don't necessarily agree with that, by the way. I'm a bit of a capitalist and a bit of a socialist. It's called being a modern American, dumbass. But it just really pissed me off this morning. Not our fans, our listeners, or our friends, but the Hollywood actress' Twitter post. Pissed me the fuck off. Because we're trying to make a situation bad that's actually gotten itself worked out this morning. And worse off, we're trying to blame the fact that it wasn't moving forward on the very people who actually moved it forward. Republicans were stonewalling the fucking bill from the get-go, saying it was too expensive. And then the worst part is Republicans will go, ha, 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 he promised you checks and now you're not going to get them. Bitch, you're why? You're why? Come on, man. Like, can we at least be adults here? Look, I know who's shoving their fist up my culo. I'm not an idiot. So, and what Chuck said in response, I think once he realized I wasn't saying he was an idiot and that the post was idiotic, not his post, but hers, right? Once he realized that, Chuck would write back, I don't like how big the spending is compared to the lack of income the government has had in the last year. I can get with that. The government's income is ridiculous compared to what they're willing to give us back of our own fucking tax money. I can get with that. It said, definitely fully believe that we need the money, but holy crap, is it expensive for the state. Dude, you know, and here's the thing is, I already knew. Listen, Susan Sarandon, by the way, he says is who it was. Here's the truth about this whole situation with the government spending is, here's the thing is, guys, mock my words. You guys always hear me say mock my words because we come back around to this like 2 or 3 years later. Mock my fucking words. Joe Biden is going to get blamed for the COVID relief spending bill when he runs for election again, or Kamala Harris if she runs for president. Either way, they're going to get blamed for the national debt for the COVID relief bill. Who the Republicans are going to refuse to blame is President Trump, who allowed it to get so bad that it took fucking $2 trillion to fix it. That's where the Republicans will try to pull the old shell game on blame. I'm sorry, but I was there. I lived it, man. I know who's responsible for fucking up the country, no matter who got stuck fixing it. It's the same. Do you guys remember how, the debt exploded under Barack Obama? Bitch, because the motherfucking goddamn whole economy exploded under fucking Bush a year before he took office, motherfucker. Like, can we at least be honest and have a drop of fucking integrity here? That's all. Moving on. GameStop shares fall more than 40% as prominent boosters pull their money and also others draw inquiry. Scotty, did you sell that shit yet?
See, that's what I'm saying. I just want to know when to sell it.
Well, it fell more than 40%.
Can I get that email?
You might want to get rid of it. It dropped more than 40% yesterday.
Yeah, I'm setting even right now.
Oh, yeah, get out, bro. Get out. Get out before that fucking hedge fund sucks you dry, bro.
It was fun, though. It was fun while it lasted.
You know, I felt the same way about my little lotto adventure that cost me like 10 or 20 bucks to get in, and I ended up playing like $70, $80 over 2 months. So I feel the same way at a much smaller risk.
And then blew it all on a billion dollar.
Get out now.
Chance.
Get out, pimping. It ain't pimping no more, pimping. Get out.
See, I just need the insider information.
Right?
Come on now.
Right? Come on. Hit him quick before he loses his own money. I have no risk in here, but I just feel sorry if he loses. I want to see my man win. All right. So, see, that's how you know somebody's a real friend. I'm not a hater. I don't want to see Scotty fuck this up. I want to see him get out before he gets fucked now. I was hoping you'd got out yesterday like I told you. But you know me. I'm the first one. Oh, fire? Okay, I can swim. I'm jumping. So, last headline. Oh, go ahead.
Nah, every dollar I spent anywhere it went is staying there until the day I retire.
That's how I feel. If you're going to throw money in investment, leave it alone. Let it roll for 20, 30 years. You're going to have ups. You're going to have downs. Now, you can have a little bit that you can play in day-to-day trading for day trading, but your main bulk of your investment should be sat in like 401k type, low-risk, low-return mutual funds that are really a true long-term 20, 30, 40-year investment.
I like my ones that pay me dividends.
I'm just poor. I know how to
Those
invest.
are the ones I love.
I know, but you're a psychopathic fucking risk taker, and I'm not mad at you for that. I'm just not you. I take risks, but I'm extremely calculated. It's the disease of being an analyst your whole life. You know what I mean? It really is.
Right.
Actually, good point. 401k is only good if the employer is matching it. Otherwise, it's just your money. And you know what? Straight up, it's why when I look for jobs, one of the first things I look at is their benefits package and does the 401k match. And I'll tell you something. It's like 20% of the companies match your 401k and the other 80 do not. Just know that. It sucks. Lastly, this one blew my mind just because can I just read you guys a headline and then that'll kind of explain why my mind's blown, man? So, 12-year-old charged with attempting to kill younger brother. You heard me right.
Oh, wow. And
so when it wasn't like accidentally, incidental, sideswipe homicide type thing, oops, you're gone now. We were playing. No. A judge says that a 12-year-old boy accused of stabbing his younger brother in upper northwest Wisconsin can be charged with attempted intentional homicide, meaning he meant to do it. He meant to do it. And so that would mean that in a superior court of the state of Wisconsin, okay, superior or what is considered superior courts are considered like senior district courts. Basically, the courts you go to before appellate courts and then motherfucking the Supreme Court, state Supreme, and you know what I mean? It's a pretty serious court. It's definitely not municipal or nothing like that, But anyway, in a superior court, a judge and like the grand jury type of situations and stuff found that there was enough evidence to compel them to charge this 12-year-old boy with intentional attempted murder after he stabbed his 7-year-old brother once in the back, twice in the abdomen, and once in the chest on January 11th in Siloam Springs. That's about 45 miles south of Duluth, Minnesota. Most of us know where Duluth is because our wonderful Colorado College Tigers battle those bastards in hockey every year. It's true. That's how I know.
Right.
That's the only reason I really know where Duluth is. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not even going to front. It's because of hockey. And thank you, hockey, for keeping my geographical skills gangsta. Now, that's the headline news. Let's take a quick break.
What makes it?
Or no, we have one more story, don't we? Oh, I didn't put the breaks in there. Well, we still have one more story. Damn, I've been fucking up this week. I just wanted to point that out that, like, unlike most people and politicians, I can own my stink. Like, I've really been fucking up. I forgot the brakes in there twice this week. And last week I had to resend you something so the brakes were in there. Or was that this week? That was this week. Yeah. But either way, I've been fucking up. And I apologize. All right, so it's time for a little of the Friday, don't look now, but don't look now. Valentine's Day is around the corner. Let's be real. This is the holiday for the ladies. So we thought, ladies, let's find you some can't miss gifts for the fellas. Cammy's got your back on that. But first, Scotty, hit him with a little salon Valentine's Day advisements. Tell him how and what. Oh, okay. Studio One. He's an idiot. It's called Studio. How do I know your commercial? I don't know the phone number, though. I'm not going to lie. I don't know the phone number.
Studio One Salon. The easiest way to book is online at studio1saloncolorado.com.
That's how you do it, Scotty.
And you're gonna look up Jamie.
Well. Go straight to the website if you don't know the phone number.
Look up Jamie, and she'll do free consultations for your ladies. Great Valentine's gift just for them to sit down and figure out what different they could do with their hair. Maybe spice it up for Valentine's for you.
I just want to tell you guys that I rarely catch Scotty off guard, and that was fun.
Once again, that website is studio1saloncolorado.com.
That's so funny. So, but I've trained you well. Straight to the website if you forget the number. I've trained you well. I've trained you well. Now, let's go take over the world. You, this Sith Lord, my Vader pimpin', and Sith Trey. I don't know why I would go straight to the dark side. I love the Jedi Coalition, but I went straight to the dark side, didn't I?
Okay, boy.
Straight there.
Straight to it. All right, so, Cammy.
Is it because I'm in all black all the time?
Yep. All black all over my gold. No, I was trying.
Right,
All right, so,
anyway.
12 best Valentine's Day for gifts, Cammy. So what do you got for the fellas? Because I do.
Yes, help us.
I concede that if I get nothing for Valentine's Day, I'm not offended. But if I do nothing for Valentine's Day, I'm frightened.
Whatever. I don't necessarily really care about Valentine's Day.
We actually think it's superficial.
It's super superficial.
But by the time all the commercials have subliminally reprogrammed my mind, I have to do something.
It's what they want you to do.
I've been sucked. There is one place I'm a sheep. Valentine's. There you go. Trey's a sheep. Y'all heard it here first. Breaking news.
All right. Anyways, all right. First one. It's a Wusthof Classic Chef knife.
Yo, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I love to cook, and there's nothing worse than not having a good knife in the kitchen. Straight up.
I'm not paying $160 for
and
one
I was going to tell you that
Sorry.
if you have if you pay $160 for a knife, that is literally a knife that a professional does use. Because all my chef knives, when I was in a professional setting, were about $150, $60 each.
Anyways.
Oh, yeah.
Next one. Yosuda indoor cycling bike.
Ooh. Now, see, is that one of those ones where, like, you can, like, tap into the...
No.
Oh, okay, so it's just a little bit more affordable. Okay, so it's basically a cheap
not
Peloton.
Really. It's $329.
Compared to, like, a $1,500 Peloton, that's cheap.
I guess.
You know what I mean? Like, that's cheap compared to the other one. No subscription necessary.
Apples to oranges.
I got mine for free from a friend.
Damn, gangs. Oh, you mean the one I use? Oh, I love that thing. I mean, it's not what I would have picked. I would have picked more of a traditional bike style.
It was free.
That's what I'm saying, though. But I love free, and it still does the trick. I ride it for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours straight sometimes.
That's what she said.
Hey! Cammy's here. Nasty Cammy's here today. I love it.
Next one. Ulo Wine Purifier.
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't think you fuck with wine. I think you leave wine alone.
No, it's an aerator.
Oh,
like it helps it taste better.
Okay, yeah.
and
You
everything.
definitely want to let it. When you pour a glass of wine, you want to give it about 5 for you actually drink
With
it.
this, you don't have to.
That's
makes
what.
sense.
That's what it is. It's basically giving it the oxygenation it needs to breathe.
$80.
Oh, Jesus Christ! No, I'll just let my glass sit for 5 minutes.
I know.
And I'll go buy an ounce of weed. Hey.
Yeah, some of these are just
Hey.
like, yeah, no. Next one, Away Everywhere bag. This one's pretty cool, actually. It's a water-resistant bag. It's waterproof. It's got a 15-inch laptop pocket. It also has a safety pocket on the exterior for like your smartphone and your Beats headphones, things of that nature.
See, I'll be honest.
Someone just can't get into it, you know.
If I'm going to spend $160 on a bag, I'm going to go for like that $70 backpack that was made out of old firefighter uniforms that you showed me.
Yeah.
Because that shit was cool and at least went to a good cause.
True. Next thing, Amazon Echo Dot.
I don't know, man. I just feel like those things like snitch. They record conversations when you don't want them to.
Yeah, no, I'll never have one of those. Next, a Nespresso Virtuo Plus.
What is... Oh, so that's basically like another fancy Keurig. Oh,
But just for espresso.
That's like a hella fancy Keurig.
Yeah, almost $230.
That's like 5 times as much as a Keurig.
I paid half of that for my Keurig. But I did get my Keurig when it first came out, so I got a really good deal. But anyway.
Well, no, and it was really expensive compared to how much they are now anyway, because they're like $50 now.
I know. I paid like $120 for
Oh,
mine.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. Next one, Bose Home Speaker 500.
Now, this is one that most dudes love. Listen, the dude in your life either has hellified movie, hellified TV, hellified music, or hellified video games they love.
The reason this one costs $300 is because it actually creates a wall-to-wall sound. That little thing actually will it's like a surround sound at the same time. It's pretty cool.
Bose is, listen.
And it's all computerized.
Bose is real. Like, I used to buy Bose in the 90s when it was like actually really expensive. I had a Bose stereo system that came in my Caddy Catera.
There was nothing better than Bose in the 90s. There was nothing better in the 90s.
It's got it's more than just a speaker. It's got like Amazon Alexa on it, Google Assistant, all that kind of stuff on it as well. So it makes sense why it's that much. Next one, Saxx men's swim shorts. What? No.
Like, I don't even.
Is that a hint for a vacation?
I'm not paying $40 for a pair of swimming shorts.
Now these I could get with these.
No.
I actually the next one. I used to rock these.
Yeah, these are dope. These are old school. Adidas Adilette shower slides.
And here's the thing is, you're going to spend maybe $30, $35 with shipping for something like that.
Yeah,
that's a good,
worth it.
Affordable gift for him.
Those last forever. I had a pair all through freaking high school.
Ooh.
Next one, Honest Amish Classic Beard Oil.
Ooh, I like Honest Amish.
I've gotten you this before.
The wax, beard wax that they use, which is really good if you want to.
$13 at Walmart.
You want to tame that bitch.
Yeah, it's really good stuff. It's one of the top end.
I just like the way I smell.
Stuff.
Like I smell like a wood carpenter shop, but it's subtle.
Yeah, it's like mahogany.
I smell like a man, damn it, but it's subtle.
And like cedar. It smells really good. Next one, you'll like this one, Trey. Truffle hot sauce variety pack.
Truff hot sauce. Ooh, truffle infused hot sauce.
That's some like high end hot sauce right
$70 for 3 bottles of hot sauce is definitely the kind of shit that Trey is into, though. That's the kind of hot sauce that I only put on like my empanadas, homemade Puerto Rico style.
Throughout this, let me say the last one, then I have a comment.
I'm making empanadas today, Scotty.
Kiehl's men's groom on the go set. Kiehl's is a very high end brand. It's got all kinds of yummy stuff in it, like facial fuel. It's a cleanser, blue tinted cleanser. Supposed to have a cooling sensation.
Body scrub, brush
moisturizer.
Stuff. It's just
shave cream.
It's cleaning stuff for boys.
Yep, that smells all good, and it's good for your specific skin.
And then
for men.
I'm going to throw y'all a side bone here, ladies. If you don't already have a really good crock pot, let me tell you something. Lazy cooking is one way that most men who can't cook like to actually cook. Do the wing sauce and the wings in the crock pot. You do the little smokies in the crock pot. You got all kinds of Super Bowl crock pot type of stuff, crock pot food. We love crock pot.
Oh, yeah.
Get your man a crock pot and watch roast start turning up and shit.
Anyways, to all my listeners out there, can you tell who's high maintenance in our relationship?
Her. All I need is a crock pot and some
No,
slides.
I am not, Mister. I'll pay
$70
for 3
hot
bottles
sauce
of
guy.
hot sauce. Yeah,
Yo,
no.
that has truffles in it. Y'all back off. Little pink
I don't
pigskin
give if
fun.
there was gold in it.
Okay.
I ain't paying that
See,
much for
this
hot
is my
sauce.
problem. No, listen. She doesn't.
Trey, that's not helping. You still sound high maintenance. It has truffles.
She's not letting me be a motherfucking blue-blooded royal person. No, I'm just playing. But she's not letting me be.
My point exactly.
I tried to go after my truffle desires economically. I asked for a little pink pig that could be my spider pig and go find my truffles for me. I was going to teach it to find truffles, and she said I couldn't have a pig. So now I got to pay for
Lord.
truffles out of
A
pocket.
pig that tears apart your house and eats everything. No, I'm
Everything. They don't care what
I've
it is.
seen
They're going to eat it.
videos.
But he's a spider pig.
They completely tear apart
Spider pig.
everything.
Spider pig.
Spider pig.
Spider
doing
pig.
whatever a spider pig does. So,
Stupid.
let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Hey, what's going on? This the Hungry Hustling American Dream Afro Man. Wake and bake, America. Yeah, you're chilling with Mr. Ashtray.
That's Mr. Trey, not Ashtray.
You're listening to Mr. Trey, and you know why. Yeah. Yeah.
Apothecary Farms is the premier cannabis dispensary on the Front Range. When you think concentrates in Colorado, you think Apothecary Farms. With locations in Pueblo, Colorado Springs, and Denver, it is clear why Apothecary owns the cannabis concentrate game. How do you get your diamonds? Shattered, butter sauces, and come on, ambrosia? Just look up Apothecary Farms on Google or Weedmap. Get the best in concentrates. Don't hesitate to stop at Apothecary Farms.
Are you ready to get turned up, lit, and whatever it is, or even boot, scoot, and boogie? Then you need to come down to Copperhead Road every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday and hang out with your boy and the Wake and Bake America crew. Ladies night, we got you. Friday night, come on, we got you. Saturday night, don't miss the all-ages party at every weekend, a half a block south of North Carefree on Academy. That's right, come hang out with the Wake and Bake America crew. Your boy, Mr. Trey on the ones and twos. We got hip-hop, we got country. Why go anywhere else when it's all at one spot? That's right, Copperhead Road.
Copperhead Road. Good morning, Wake and Bake listeners. This is your guy, Scotty, checking in with you in the morning here, waking and baking with you and getting you started for your day. Have a good one. Everyone loves you, except for Trey.
Good morning, America.
Wakey, wakey, bakey, bakey.
You know, during the break, I was saying that exactly what happened this morning with our listener thinking I said they're an idiot, not the post from Susan Sharan or whatever. That's actually the reason why I stopped using Facebook and the internet, because I could never respond to anything without someone thinking I meant them, because I speak retrospectively quite often. So I'm not talking about you or at you when I say, I'm like, you're an idiot, Susan. I just forget to say Susan all the time. That's the problem. True story.
Look, this is exactly why I love the internet. Take it how you wanna.
You drama mama. That's what you are. But see,
Take it how you
I
wanna.
ain't got time for all
Scott's
that.
like, take it like a dick. And I'm like, I aim to be understood.
No. If you want to talk about it, though, man, we can talk reasonably.
That is true, though. Like, I'm very approachable. So if you think I called you an idiot, just ask. And which was kind of cool.
Hit me in the DMs.
I said that today's show is going to end up on
I
the
wouldn't
best.
say that, Scotty.
Hit you in the what? No, I'm just playing. But I did say that today's show would probably end up on the best of list. Just because of how that first segment went, it was really funny at the end there, but also because it really shows us addressing one of society's most common and honest problems, being misunderstood in text or typing. Literally, since we got cell phones, tell me you don't ever feel more misunderstood than when you used to actually have conversations face-to-face or over the phone.
Yep.
Very easily.
Because I can talk to you like this right here. Most people think that I'm pissed off at them when I text them, and I'm like, nah, man. But I do speak very intensely, so I bet it comes off that way, and sometimes I have to remember that, but it still won't change that I'm not mad at you. So it's just how I talk. But so I think that, and people who know me know that, but I think people in text, and I often am like, man, See, me, I'm more of like a forensics-minded analyst, so I'm like, is this person mad or are they just speaking? You know, like I'm asking that because I'm an analyst. I'm analytical as fuck. So I'm like, are they mad? Are you mad? Are you mad, bro? Bro, are you mad or are you just talking? Oh, I'm just talking. Oh, okay, cool. But so I was just, it was just funny to me that one of the biggest fails of human society is being misunderstood in literal text, right? Because we fly messages back and forth so quick, when back in the day, you'd have a 20-minute walk or ride to somebody's house to think about what you were going to say to them. Now we just spout off at the mouth, essentially. And sometimes I think that also, like me personally, makes me misunderstood because I'm just flapping off saying some shit about maybe a news story I heard and somebody's like, oh, he hates me. No. But because I'm really a inward looking and thinking person, I'm definitely looking at myself going, but do you give off that vibe, bro? Because, you know, that's what you're getting back in return. So is that the vibe you're getting off, no matter what your intent was? Ha ha ha. There's that too. But anyway, so it's been a fun morning so far, and let's keep it going with the fun. It's time for Freaky Friday headlines. I'm good at sex, you're bad at sex. Can bad sex be bad for your relationship? Well, duh. This brought to you by the place that can get you a great Valentine's Day gift this year if you're into sheeping it up like me. There's never a bad time for a great handcrafted gift idea. That's why you should check out The Root of All Woodworks on Facebook. That's The Root of All Woodworks on Facebook. The truth is, The Root of All Woodworks on Facebook can make you all kinds of handcrafted woodworked ideas and things, but you got to do the right thing and go to the right place. The Root of All Woodworks on Facebook. So, pimpin'.
Yes, sir.
What do you got for Freaky Friday headline?
Well, I had to take to the internet for 4 ways bad sex can affect your relationship adversely. Just as good sex has its own positive effects on relationships, bad sex also has its own repercussions. Bad sex doesn't necessarily mean unsatisfactory performances from either party. It also means prolonged or no sex at all.
Oh.
You know? So don't let the delay or unwillingness to get physical.
You can overdo it and underdo it.
Get in the way. Exactly.
Huh. Okay, so
and
hit me
this
with some
website
of these.
lists some red flag alerts.
Yeah, what are these red flag alerts that you might actually be heading down that dark spot of screwed up relationship situation?
Right. And keep this in mind. We're not talking about everyday, work or commitments, stuff like that stops you from being able to have this connection with your significant other. That's just temporary.
Is this why people some people have open relationships where they maybe find the uttermost gratification from the individual they're with, but it's just not there in the bedroom? And they don't want to be with anyone else, but everybody wants to be satisfied?
I don't know. Could be.
Or are they just greedy?
First one on our list here from this website is they say sexual frustration is real. Yeah. And no, they're not talking about the invisible flying sparks that light up when a couple meets on the first time, or planning to make love or something like that. Bad performances in bed can frustrate or tense you and your relationship equally. So you got to find ways to relieve the tension and get icky for the smallest of things, which add up to the bigger issues.
I have seen this firsthand. I will tell you that I have had a relationship where the sex wasn't that great, and another one where it wasn't that great, and there was 2 different outcomes of that. One was that the other person kind of became more open-minded to a little freaky-deaky Dutch. That helped a little bit in the situation, but the other one just like you was beaten to a weird drum beat or something. I don't know, but so it just didn't work out, and that happens. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it did make her less desirable, and I hate to say this because it's going to make me sound real shitty. But the truth is,
you're a man.
It made no.
You're just built to.
Let me word this the right way. It didn't make her less desirable. I still wanted to fool around and all that, but what it did is it made the relationship less desirable. Like, it was like, oh, I don't know if I want this as bad as I thought because it's just not there in the bedroom. And that, while not the only piece or even the most important piece, but a seriously critical piece of the relationship.
Right. I hear you, Trey. Next on our list is position matters. So sex is not just about missionary or the usual spooning. It's about much more, and there's always room for you to explore.
But you can be on a mission.
Sexual, right. You may not be able to be, or resemble the 50 Shades of Trey, but
you're stupid.
It can be tweaked to suit and, be accountable for both of you.
Please don't say that ever again.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. Communication.
That's even worse. Please
communication.
Stop. Yes, communication.
Communication.
Huge.
So the last thing on our list is stay away from trauma.
Oh, yeah.
So just like unfulfilled sex life can cause glitches, having painful sex can also cause glitches.
What?
In fact, much greater.
Well, I also
it can cause pain and trauma.
I also think that if you've had like other personal traumas, and I think we can all go to the dark side of the moon and figure out what I'm getting at there. But especially on the lady side, if that's impacting your intimacy, you don't have to do that. You could just leave it on and actually just pour it with it screwed on.
Oh, I didn't know. Sorry.
The lady who
trauma is
the pizza box being left open, let all the hot air out.
Well, I don't typically use that in a home.
But we have branded mugs, and it's awesome.
Who cares? Anyways, yeah, I agree with you. Like, for women, I can only speak for women, but for us, it's over the decades, it's shown that men can kind of separate the two better than a woman can, the emotions and the actual just physical part. And so for us as women, we've got to have both, honestly, to feel like we're having a good sex life.
Actually, to be honest with you, most women who want to just bang you and move on to the next are actually the rarity, first off. And B, they're just more of a man-minded person and less of a nurturing female-minded person. And listen, the guy that wants to marry you 5 minutes after he fucks you, don't do it, but he's probably a little more nurturing, or you banged him good.
See,
because some dudes are like, oh my God, I'll probably never find this good again, so I'm gonna marry it. I'm gonna wife it.
So listen, when it comes to women, even the women that you're saying can separate it a little bit better, like they can only, and I promise you, they can only do that for so long.
Oh, they're savage in public. I bet they're still.
For women, for us, just good sex can only last so long before we still end the relationship.
Oh yeah, they're like, oh, you're so cute. I'll call you next week to get some dick, but I'm gonna move on.
Or we're like, yeah, I mean the dick's good, but
you'll be my D until I find a real man.
But do I want to deal with the rest of it for the rest of my life? You know what I mean? So we think those kind of things. I don't know if guys necessarily think those kind of things.
Honestly, I think more for me. I think it's kind of the same thing. It's like. But I guess we're a little more, you know what? I'm just going to throw it out there. We're a little more willing to put up with a little bit of crazy.
Yeah, we're not.
If that poo non break you off. But that's our problem. That's our disease. Like, that's what's wrong with us is that pussy be good and then that bitch will kill you. And you like, but and they're like, man, why did you stay, bro? Like, she's a domestic violence cocaine problem waiting to happen. Why did you stay? And you're like, but man, she could suck that dick. Like, for real though.
Stupid.
Like, we're horrible creatures.
Okay.
Stupid.
So we have something awesome coming
This
up.
all boils down to communication. I'm telling you.
Yep. Yeah, because I mean, you've got to have even good communication during intimacy because.
Right.
Yeah, like you went back to all the other things. They all like intertwine together. Like if someone does something without at least getting, saying, "Hey, are you cool with this?" and they just do it.
Still Dre Day.
No.
Yeah, something
Still
wrong.
Dre Day online says if that's all they want, they'll let you know. Talking about in reference to savage females and that act like men. But that's kind of, one thing about men is we only lie to get in your pants because
We don't. We're just like, hey, we want some. That's it.
I'll tell you a deep, dark secret about men. We only lie to get into your pants because we know that literally 95% of you want a relationship.
Right.
And half, not as big of a percent, but half of us don't. So we're lying to get in your pants because we know you want a goddamn relationship. So the savage females are like, I just want some dick and I'm going to move on from you, boo. We're just like, yes, ma'am. Because you're just not used to hearing that. You're like, okay. Down, bitch. I just hear Savannah's voice anytime any woman does anything overpowering to any man. It's Savannah did it.
So we got something awesome coming up on Sunday, by the way.
Yeah, so I'm on Sunday. No, I'm just playing.
Super Bowl.
So
I'm excited.
It's Super Bowl Sunday, and it's time for our Super Weekend and Super Sunday, and not everyone cares. So we're going to talk about something besides the game, but we're still going to talk about the game because that's what we do on the show. Boom. If that didn't make any sense, don't worry. It wasn't supposed to.
Straight like that.
So first off, I'm going to give you guys the spread. The Chiefs are favored by 3.5 points, which is, that's just basically saying that if you bet on Tampa, you're saying that Tampa will either win or lose by less than 3 points or 3.5 points. If you take Kansas City, you're saying they'll win and they'll win by more than 3.5 points. It's that easy. So anyway, I want to talk about bets because not everybody is a betting man. Facts.
Yep, not me.
Facts.
And some people bet redonkulous amounts of money on bets.
Facts.
Not me.
A guy bets $3.4 million on the Buccaneers.
Idiot.
He lives here in Colorado, owns a huge business in Houston.
Like we talked about this morning, that idiot, you know what you could have done with that money instead if you were wanting to do something with it? How about donate it and feed people that can't afford it right now during the pandemic?
Everybody knows that I'm a capitalist socialist. Those are diabolically opposed. So I basically fight with myself all the time. So anyway, I am really one of those people that I truly am a moderate, a true Democrat, moderate American. I believe that you should have the right to make as much money as you want. That's the capitalist in me. I also believe that there should be regulation and rules so that you can't take advantage of everyone and also snuff out your competition through hostile takeovers and straight John D. Rockefeller. You know what I mean? But at the same time, by the way, he wasn't the only one that did it. Carnegie did it. JP Morgan did it.
Sure.
Vanderbilt did it with the railroads. I mean, everybody did it. So, when it wasn't illegal, of course. But,
well, I'm going to prove
but I'm also a socialist because I believe we should take care of each other.
Well, I'm going to prove my point in what I just said about that guy.
$3.4 million, Scotty.
In the happy news story that
Hey,
I have for
Cammie.
you after.
Okay.
But Cammie.
Yeah, what's up?
Imagine, just think about it. How many people he could feed if
That's
he
what
wins?
I said. Oh, never mind. You said if he wins.
If
Damn, I jumped the gun. I jumped the gun.
wins.
I jumped the gun.
He wins.
I jumped the fucking gun.
There's the key word there, if.
So, first off, I would bet on Tom Brady anyway, just because I'm just telling you, I'd take the spread and the Bucks straight up because I think this thing will be settled by a field goal either way. As a matter of fact, if you listen to mine and Podcast P show, Blunt Football Talk, you can get the latest episode at Wake, the letter N, BakeAmericaShow.com, our website, or on any podcast server, Wake-N-Bake. Put the dashes in there. Wake and Bake America show on all your podcast servers. You can also get links to your favorite podcast servers on our website. But anyway, on our prediction show, my prediction was 38-35, Bucks by 3. So I got the Bucks covering the spread anyway.
Okay.
So yeah, I think that this thing is gonna be kind of close early on, and then it's gonna turn into a fucking shootout because these are just two.
You do realize this is the same Chiefs team basically from last year that won the Super Bowl, right?
Do you realize that this is a Bucks team that isn't anything like last year and is on fucking steroids from what it was last year? And it has the GOAT at the helm. By the way, can I address one little sidebar?
Has the old Billy Goat.
Can I address one sidebar? So I've been watching a lot of sports talk shows over a bunch of different networks. So I'm not going to call any one show or network out. But can we please, for the love of fucking humanity and for the love of football greatness and godly like behavior in football, stop fucking calling Patrick Mahomes the baby goat. Bitch, he's won one fucking Super Bowl, first off. Can we just calm it the fuck down and bring it back to fucking reality? Because if we're going to call him a baby goat off of one fucking Super Bowl win, then where the fuck is Troitman's baby goat accolades? Where's fucking, I don't know, let's go fucking Peyton motherfucking Manning, motherfucker. Where the fuck are these baby goats accolades then?
Hey.
Sorry.
Hey, Trey.
What?
Can you throw a no-look pass in football?
I'll try.
Boy, you better put some respect on that man's name.
But you can't call him no baby goat. You have to become the greatest of all time to be labeled the greatest of all time. You can't be called a baby goat.
And Tom Brady definitely is a goat.
You know what the baby...
Tom Brady is a goat.
Let's settle this all together.
I'm sorry.
You want to call him a baby goat? Fine. Then just call him the kid. Play on words, bitches.
Okay.
Play on words. That was clean, huh? Yeah, a little English for you. Even Cammy's like, you're an idiot, but that was actually pretty good grammar play.
No, I'm not paying attention to y'all.
Son of a bitch. All right, so anyway, so let's do this, though.
We're not impressing Cammy at all.
You guys just heard my prediction. I like the Bucks 38-35. Bucks win by 3. What do you think, Scotty?
Oh, Chiefs are going to smack them. We realize who the Bucks really are. They don't have a defense.
You think the Chiefs are going to slap
their
their
base?
base?
The Chiefs down.
Ooh,
Man, they got so many weapons on offense.
Dude, I think y'all are slipping. I've been watching this. I've been covering this league all year. I think y'all are slipping, though. If there was any team that actually...
I know what Brady's done all year.
No, not Brady. I'm talking about...
I know what he's done.
I think y'all are sleeping the fuck on the Bucks defense hard as shit. Straight up. I think y'all are sleeping hard as fuck on the Bucks defense.
Their front is going to stop them from running.
If that front four gets a hold of Patrick Mahomes, this game is over.
Chiefs... Is there a slow wide receiver on the Chiefs?
No.
Is there? Just answer me.
No, but I will say this: the over-the-top safety over there. I can't think of his name. Preston was talking about him on the show, but anyway, the over-the-top safety over there is legit. And he'll be the one who shadows.
And he'll put the pads on you.
He'll put the pads on Tyreek's little skinny ass. So he's going to be like, yeah, come flying down the fucking field. And it's going to be a Ferrari getting hit by a fucking truck with a Ferrari engine. Like a NASCAR truck's going to hit that Ferrari. So anyway, I think it's going to be a great game, but I think that to either side. I do believe this will be a bit of a shootout because the quarterbacks are really just legendary skills on both sides of the ball, no doubt about that. Not taking anything from anyone, but I do think it'll be a little bit more of a high score. The over under on this, I think, is 56.5. I took the over. Podcast P took the under, but I took the over. I think this thing at least hits 60, about 30 apiece. I think each of these teams are more than capable of putting up 30 points apiece, minimum. So I took the over. But anyway, so I think but I do say this, it's going to be a great game. And if you hate football or don't care about football like Cammy, then I have something for you guys. I have a lot of friends that are betting men, but they play poker. They're not into football, or they play blackjack or whatever, right? But there are tons of prop bets out there, which are
not interested.
Prop bets are bets that you don't need to know about football to make, right? Yep. Simple bets, like a 50-50 kind of bet, like who's going to win the coin toss, right? Who's going to win the coin toss is really, you got a 50-50 shot no matter what the odds are, straight up. The odds just decide how much you get paid out, but you got a 50-50 fucking shot.
I don't gamble, period. Whether it's that or whatever. So.
But it's fun stuff too. Like you can throw down a $5 bet and win like $70 on what word is said first, COVID or pandemic. You can bet on something like what Tony Romo's going to say first: blitz, penetration, rush. I picked penetration, by the way, just so y'all know. I was like, I'm picking the dirty word. Fuck it. So you can actually bet on what color the Gatorade is going to be. The favorite this year is actually for it to be orange is the favorite color that will be dumped on the winning coach. I disagree. I think it's going to be red, and I'll tell you why, or like a reddish or pinkish reddish color, because I think that both these fucking teams' primary color is a red, and I think they're going to go with their primary color and have red Gatorade, like to match up. I personally would go with blue. I like the Glacier blue. I don't care what our fucking team color is. That's just the one I like. So, here's another one. How many times Bill Belichick will be mentioned? More than once? Less than once? I actually picked more than once. How many times will they show Giselle during the Super Bowl? More than once? Less than once? I picked 3 times, actually. I said, I bet they show her ass at least 3 times, or at least mention her twice and show her once. Anyway, these are just like weird, like side stuff that you don't need to know anything about football. What color will Patrick Mahomes' headband be? Red, black, gray, or white? Red is favored, obviously. That's the one he usually is wearing, red or white. He usually wears red or white, if I remember right. Sometimes you see him in the black, but usually it's red or white. Who will score the first touchdown in the game? You guys ready for this? From the Buccaneers and the Chiefs each. So Tyreek Hill is favored from the Chiefs. Mike Evans is favored from the Buccaneers. Tom Brady's longest completion, over under 38 yards. The over is obviously favored on that one. The over is also favored on Patrick Mahomes, whose longest completion bet is 39 yards. Tyreek Hill's longest reception, 26 yards or more. I bet that's more. I think they do catch the Bucs defense slipping once. And by the way, don't forget about my man Scotty Miller on the other side, because, hey, Scotty pimping, you ain't the only pimp around here. Scotty Miller be pimping too. That motherfucker fast. But anyway, so there are tons. I mean, literally, I only found the 55 most popular prop bets because there's literally tons of them. The outcome of Tom Brady's first pass, completion or incomplete, you can bet on that. All kinds of stuff. Same as Patrick Mahomes, etc. So, like I said, you don't literally have to know a God blessed thing about football and have to be able to pick a winner to do a prop bet. You just have to be able to go, I think that... fuck it, the Chiefs are going to win the coin toss. What do you need to know about football to guess that? You're either right or wrong, 50-50. Anyway, so...
Speaking of the NFL, it
go ahead.
kind of has to do with the happy news.
So let's get
today.
that happy news cracking with Cammie Renee. Happy news.
Yeah,
happy news.
Speaking of the NFL and the Super Bowl.
And when you want to get happy... or maybe get happy like 20 times when we get back to get it cracking again. Get 20 nights out at the best place in Colorado Springs to take a night out. 2 dance floors, hip-hop on one side, country on the other, and an outdoor pavilion. You know where it is, 3330 North Academy Boulevard, Copperhead Road Bar.
So, yeah. So the NFL is actually doing something pretty amazing this year for the Super Bowl. As a thank you for their tireless service during the pandemic, the NFL has announced it's inviting around 7,500 vaccinated healthcare workers to the Super Bowl as honored guests for free.
The Novax fans was like, son of a bitch!
So the majority of our healthcare workers will come from hospitals and healthcare systems in like the Tampa and Central Florida area at first.
Yep, a lot of St. Pete nurses. I bet the nurses who helped me when I got jacked up at the restaurant are going to be going. They'll
receive free Super Bowl tickets and game day experiences directly from the NFL. But also, all 32 NFL clubs will be selecting healthcare workers from their communities to attend the Super Bowl.
So, just to give you a little background on not this, but why or the how is, the reason why this was able to be accomplished anyway was every NFL team actually gets tickets that they usually do. I'm going to tell you guys, I only know this from being a season ticket holder, but out in the Cardinal land, when we get Super Bowl tickets or when we were the host city, they would do a raffle with all of the names of season ticket holders. And if your name was drawn, they would call you and say, you have an opportunity to buy Super Bowl tickets. Would you like to go this year?
Well,
my grandpa
these
got
guys
drawn
are
once.
Coming for free. All these health care workers.
My grandpa got the Super Bowl draw once, but because he hated both teams that were going, he's like, I'm not going to that shit.
The NFL commissioner, Roger Goodell, he said these dedicated healthcare workers continue to put their own lives at risk to serve others, and we owe them our ongoing gratitude. He said, we hope in a small way that this initiative will inspire our country and recognize these true American heroes. This is also an opportunity to promote the importance of vaccination and appropriate health practices, including wearing masks in public settings. So remember, I said only the vaccinated healthcare workers will be given these free Super Bowl tickets.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool, though, man. That's so awesome. I love this. And this is why I said, wait until you hear my happy news story, because the NFL is actually doing something better than that idiot that's putting however much money on a bet on the Super Bowl. How about you use your money like the NFL is? How about you use your money like the NFL is and actually do something good?
But imagine if he wins and he has $7 million.
Just imagine if he wins, Cammy.
And he has $7 million.
If is the key word here. I'll say it over and over and over again.
If he bet. Imagine if the Bucks win by like 2 touchdowns and he bet the score and them to win. Because if you bet the score on the spread and them to win and they put up an extra 2 touchdowns, you're getting paid.
There's more. It's the mayor, Jane Castor. That's
Tampa mayor.
City of
I know
Tampa.
I know who Jane Castor is. Oh, yeah.
Says our local healthcare workers have worked around the clock to ensure the health and safety of our community, and I cannot think of a better way to honor them than with the eyes of the world on our hometown for the Super Bowl. Our country has endured so much over the last year, and we can't lose sight of those who work day in and day out to keep us safe. Thank you to the NFL for helping make this happen.
How do you think the hospitals divvy these out?
Favoritism?
No, seriously. Like, how do you think the hospitals actually divvied these out? Like through favoritism or what? Because you know that each hospital got like a handful of tickets at best.
Why do you have to make things bad?
Because I want to know.
Negative. It's not negative at all.
I just want to know how the people were selected so that I know that it was done fair. Sorry for being the judge in the room. My bad. I'm on the Supreme Court of Cannabis. My bad. I'm very judgy.
You're something.
It was all the positive people. You wouldn't get one, Trey.
He wouldn't because he's negative.
But you see, I'm rocking my Tampa Bay Vipers jersey.
And it's in Tampa Bay.
It's in Tampa
Bay. You would cry for days.
I
He's
would.
a negative Nancy.
If I lived out there and couldn't go, I'd be a little sad. You know what I mean? Just because, that's like my East Coast little hometown there, over there in Tampa, St. Pete, Gulfport area.
But anyways, so this just goes to show, that our country is
I'm not a Scientologist.
Our country is really trying to pull together and help each other out during this pandemic, and it just touches my heart.
It's bad that when you got to mention Clearwater, you also have to mention that you're not a Scientologist. I just wanted to point that that's actually kind of bad. So, let's do this, guys. Let's see here. Hold on just a second here. I lost track of where we were. No, I will tell you this,
We're
though.
on Friday Fashion with Scotty.
Which is up next after the break. Let's do this. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's your girl, Cammie Renee from Wake and Bake America show. Stay tuned for the Stump the Stoner where I make these guys look stupid. I mean, it ain't that hard anyways.
Are you a business owner and want to highlight your business? Call 727-318-2956. Let's highlight your business and captivate Southern Colorado's largest group of spenders. They're active consumers looking for your services. To advertise with Wake and Bake America on Blazin' 98.5, that's right, your morning show, call 727-318-2956. Or email us at bakeamerica@gmail.com. Advertise with your morning show because it's simple, smart business, and it works. 727-318-2956, and let's start your ad campaign today. Hey, Southern Colorado, when it comes to getting your shirts made and printed and also designs on other products you want,
Sick Tees.
Southern Colorado has the premier shirt maker and designer. That's right, it's SickTees.com. Tell them.
Sick Tees.
And where can you find?
SickTees.com.
At SickTees.com. That's SickTees.com.
SickTees.com.
Your mom
Sick Tees
has proudly sponsored Wake and Bake America for 4 seasons. Look, the recipe for success is pretty practical. You lead a little weight, you sprinkle in a little bake. You grab some coffee, and we get you out the door the right way for show. It's Wake and Bake America weekday mornings.
Trey gonna be that old guy in sandals and khakis with a button.
I've been saying this for how long now?
I can't step outside
He
naked.
jumped into the river.
What did you do? Did you run
I
along
jumped
the river?
in.
I let autocorrect make me look stupid on Facebook every day. With Luxembourg. I can't do it.
It's Luxembourg.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. That's what they all say.
You trying to get me to do the hump and sunset.
Ah!
Look at you, girl.
I said it's too early.
Sexual tracking app on it. And it found that
Who is actually using that? Welcome home, gentlemen from the 4th Infantry Division, 4th ID.
Yeah, I think he was trying to be funny, but it kind of escalated.
I think he was trying to hit her on a discount. Oh!
We used to listen to FM, but they pay the same old
Good morning, America.
Wakey, wakey, bakey, bakey.
Man, Scotty's so in tune with the show, like he went out on beat. Like he just that good. He's just that much part of the show. Like he already knew the beat without even hearing it. For those of you that don't know, Scotty is at home, safer at home, pimping at home, safer pimping at home. That's what we call Scotty at home.
It really is a stay for. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
I have a wife
and
and a child. Yeah.
Oh, he's got a few
children.
children. He's got a few children. He got like, Scotty really is pimping. I mean, he got like 20 kids.
He does not.
Minimum. No, I'm just
No.
playing.
I just need a few more though to get that
You're
tax
one to
break.
talk.
Why do you think I threw up?
You have 5.
That's
You're
why
one
I
to
threw
talk.
up 20, because I had to make him sound worse than me. It's called controlling the narrative. God, have I not taught you guys anything?
Not anything that I want to remember.
Not anything I want to remember.
Hey.
Ouch. Ouch. Damn. All right, so let's do this. It is time for Scottie Pippen with the Friday fashion. One tattoo to direct them all. Wait, what?
Dum, dum, dum.
Dum, dum, dum. This, of course, brought to you by... Hold on, we need a commercial, though, buddy.
Look, are you printing stuff because brand recognition matters?
Hell yeah, duh.
The next time you need anything printed, just visit sicktees.com. For the best in printing, remember, SIKTEEZ.com.
You can also order your Wake and Bake mug, and we always tell you, make sure you get it personalized with your name on it, because you want to have that. You know, you're all part of the show. That's how we see it. You may not be in here talking every episode or any episode, but you listen, so you're part of the show. So,
All right, guys. Since it is Super Bowl weekend, I'm going to call an audible. I'm calling an audible.
Uh-oh. What are you audible and pimping?
Audible.
All right.
What, I don't remember what Peyton Manning used to say.
Omaha. Omaha.
I do love the Box State, so I want to go ahead and shout out a Colorado Springs playwright who is now director of Fine Arts of the Fine Arts Center. Right?
Oh.
He just received a prestigious national award.
Oh.
That's right, Mr.
Dope.
Goodwin, an award-winning playwright who took over as an executive director of the Colorado Springs Fine Arts Center at Colorado College last year, was announced Wednesday as one of the United States Artist Class of Fellows for 2021.
Wow.
That's dope.
It came with a cash prize.
Hey!
Oh, that's always nice.
$50,000.
Wow.
And the U.S. government carpetbagger going to show up and be
Give
like,
me
I'm
that.
going to need like 20.
I'm gonna go get me a car.
Right.
Go get me a new car. Not a brand new car, but
No, but
This is great.
but a
Give me-
$20,000 used car is really good.
Yeah,
that's a
that's
really
what I'm
good
saying.
fucking car
And then the rest would go in our grandson's savings.
for his college tuition.
Yep.
Because that's what it is. I'm going to send one of my grandkids to college. It may only be one, but I'm going to get one. We're going to fucking get this family back where it used to be when we were kings.
Okay, sorry. Go
Sorry.
ahead, Scotty.
I let a lot out there. My apologies.
Oh, no. No, Mr. Goodwin is quoted for the Gazette stating, "This is major to me. It feels really good. I'm really proud and so grateful."
Yep.
Mr. Goodwin's, he's also known, actually well known as a breakbeat poet. Obviously, he does the theater director and arts educator. I mean, he's even quoted saying, "It's right on time in my career. I've taken the long way for sure. I'm entering a new chapter of being more disciplinary and moving forward into a space of being an advocate for the arts and other artists."
Huh. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, let's shift gears to this awesome tattoo. So, very quickly,
I mean,
this woman.
So I'll tell the story real quick, right?
Right.
So this girl has a problem with left and right. Does not know what left and right is.
She just
Basically has to put her hand up. Has to put her hand up, you know, and if you put your hands up,
I don't want to.
actually looks like an L is your left hand, right? So she's gotten lost. They were doing like a scavenger hunt, right? And she was in charge of directions.
Oh shit!
And she got her squad lost. Like they were lost.
Oh shit!
This article doesn't directly say it, but I think she's actually like dyslexic or something, you know. And if that helps her, then that's okay, in my opinion.
No, let's get back to the tattoo.
It's been a problem all of her life. It's been a problem all of her life, but this was the breaking point because she got her squad lost. She said, "I'm never having this problem again," and goes and gets tattoos, and they're little teeny tiny tattoos just above the thumb there on her right there in the web kind of, and one is an L and one is an R, so she can look at her hands not put up the L for loser and decide which way she's going.
You know what?
Oh shit!
I will tell you, I'm looking at all the comments. There's not a single negative one on there.
It's funny to me
If that helps
because
her, then more power to her.
it's just funny. Like, I'm just like,
And it's little discreet.
It is discreet.
It is. It's not anything like crazy.
It is discreet.
Right.
I mean, in all fairness, it is discreet. And that's really what does matter. At the end of the day.
Everybody is pretty much commenting saying, dude, I actually need that too. They're actually like agreeing.
Oh
with
yeah,
her.
it's not an uncommon thing, really.
Yeah.
It seems uncommon to some of us. But
Is she left-handed? Wait a minute. Hold on. Is she left-handed? Because I don't mix them up. I know left and right, north, south, east, and west, and actually better than most of you. I can do it without the fucking mountains, if quite frankly. But anyway, but I always like say them backwards because I'm left-handed. So to me, that is my right side, if that makes any sense.
Oh, it makes plenty of sense, but doesn't make sense when you're trying to give me directions.
Fact.
While driving.
Fact. She's like, do I go left or right? And I'm like, that way. Yeah, I just point.
My way.
Okay,
Your
left.
way.
Just go that way.
Because I can look at him every single time while I'm trying to drive.
Fuck left, right, forward, backwards, north, south, east, west. That way, where my fingers fucking pointing works great to me.
So, yeah. But yeah, you know, like, and I gotta give, you know, a lot of, it says she
is absolutely a cute and sad, poor, lost soul who is just able to wander freely without knowing direction. And now she has to know where she's going.
In just the 24 hours of posting that picture, she got 4,000 likes, and most of every single person that commented within those 24 hours said that they're now considering getting the same thing done. So,
damn.
Yeah.
Let's make this a trend. Everybody do it.
I don't
Everybody
need that.
down.
Like, I know that's my left hand. If I tell you right, you may have to question whether that's left or right, but I don't.
Like, you just got to put something with an L on your left hand and something with an R on your right hand.
Right? Like, over here you're like,
I mean,
L for like,
let me tell you something.
R, raging.
Let me explain something to you. It's not really that, like, weird, because my mom growing up was a teacher. And the reason I feel for this girl is I had the same issue. I am somewhat dyslexic, and I always got my right and my left confused growing up. And my mom, she started using a Sharpie. She actually would write L and R on my hands until I learned which one was which.
I can read backwards and upside down.
Well, and that's actually how this started.
Right,
is
that's
her
what I'm
boyfriend
saying, is like I can
wrote
totally
L and R on her hand, and she was like, "Oh wow, this works. Let's get it tatted. Let's make it permanent."
I mean, I guess I get it at that point.
That is why I can totally understand where she's coming from.
The logical side of me is like, good for you, girl. The normal average human in me is like, why would you? But
it is funny.
It is funny. I'm trying not to make jokes because,
you know what? It'll be a great icebreaker for
rude.
her always.
It's Friday. It's just rude if I make jokes.
It'll be a good icebreaker. Why not?
But it definitely will, because while I'm not directionally challenged, I'm a human fucking compass.
But
I am absolutely speaking directionally dysfunctional. Like I said, I can read and write backwards and upside down. The problem is no one else can, so it's a useless trait.
I guarantee you, anybody that sees that tattoo on her hands is going to ask about it. It's a great icebreaker. It's a great conversation piece.
Right?
So
spend more time like, did you mean this or this? Because I see things, in 3D and 4D. So what did you mean?
All right.
And then what was the meaning of life behind it? No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, let's go to Mary Jane Friday from the Canophiles, the Great Lakes Cannabis Decline. So check this out, guys. It's brought to you by somebody.
Your mama.
I'll let her know.
If you got a comment or want your take read live on the show, just text the show at 719-299-0428, or you can send us an email to info@americashow.com.
So, first off, I just want to point out that it was a little crazy that a weed, hear me out, a weed place would write the headline this way, because they may have thought they were making it sound good, but it just sounds like some shady shit. Headline reads, and this is from Leafly, that is a pro-weed place, right? And it says, Michigan cannabis sales are down, and the reason may be in your neighbor's backyard. Does that not somewhat imply that your neighbor's doing something wrong that is hurting Michigan weed sales? Do you not get that from the headline? Because that was the first thing that popped in my head. Now, I've been a journalist and a writer and a broadcaster for since I got out of high school. I took my first writing job at a newspaper out of high school. So it's been a long time, and I know how. Listen, guys, you guys have heard me tell you that's how you control the narrative during the break or something, because I do know how to use headlines and how to use words to control the narrative. Only basic bitches don't. Everybody else does. So, but not everybody, but I always tell people, but not just basic bitches don't read between the lines. No, we all don't always read between the lines. Cammie will tell you that I overdo this. Reading between the lines. She's like, this motherfucker gets out a microscope and then goes to the 100th power zoom and tries to investigate the motherfucking line, because there must be a gray area somewhere in there, even if it's microscopic. That's Trey. But the reality is that this headline made me think of something misleading, when the reality is what it's really saying is that Michigan people are able to just grow their own pot. That's the biggest thing. But what they're not telling you is that Michigan weed's real decline has to do with weed in Michigan is still not super cheap. It's way more expensive than it is here. And the pandemic's going on. So people are buying less weed and growing their own because they don't have disposable income necessarily the same as they used to. So the headline's a bit misleading in my eyes. And it makes it sound like somebody's doing something wrong, and they're not. It's perfectly legal to grow your own pot in your backyard in Michigan. Up to a certain amount, just like Colorado. I mean, there's rules, of course.
Just like here. Yeah,
there's rules, of course. Chris would probably hop on in a heartbeat and be like, yo. But so the thing is that, and then also check this out. Michigan sees a dip. Their biggest dips they see are usually between like September and January. Why? Because everybody fucking cropped out and they have a stock for a few months. And actually, that's what I used to do, is just got to make the fucking crop out last until fucking after Christmas, and then I can afford to buy weed again. Welcome to parenting 5 children. So I wanted to pick on Leafly a little bit because I really do enjoy your articles quite often. But when you literally can control the narrative and you allow the narrative to look negative when it's really not, like some cartel shit, black market shit, 12 plants gives me more than I personally ever need. Well, then you're lucky, because it won't me. No, a lot of people squish their
stuff. The problem is you gotta grow trees, not plants.
Yeah, literally a fucking tree to get enough. But anyway, so like I said, while yes, sales are down in Michigan, I think that the driving force is more pandemic related. And I think that you're going to see that will settle out to a healthy balance between home growing and purchasing in store, because first off, people are going to get better at it at home, and that's going to provide them better weed, which should ultimately last longer. Just an idea. Not me. The better the weed, the more I want to smoke it. What about you, Scotty?
Same.
All right, let's do this. Let's take a quick break, and then we've got Well Damn, That's a Headline, and Friday Funnies, and we're out of here for the week. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's your girl, Cammie Renee, and you're listening to Wake and Bake America Show. You know I bring you the best.
We're smoking.
Yo, you gotta check Young Fats. The hottest artist for the mighty CO. Self-made Colorado favorite artist, Young Fats. 2 G's and 2 T's introduces us to a brand new single. You better check Stay Dangerous.
So serious, stay dangerous, stay dangerous, stay dangerous, keep it dangerous.
Available for your purchase right now, iTunes and Amazon Music. Subscribe and follow for the latest tracks from Young Fats.
Y'all play to win.
You'll be catching the vibes and stream free right now on all major platforms. Young Fats, vibing the mountains all the way.
I need more of you, ain't threatening.
And looking for your support. Download on iTunes and Amazon Music today. 2 G's and 2 T's with Young Fats. Check it out.
I need more of you like commas.
Hey, what's happening? It's your boy Bubba Sparks. If you didn't know prior to this moment, you better know for sure. Anytime I'm rolling through Colorado Springs, I'm checking out Wake and Bake America. How could you not be listening to Wake and Bake? Holding it down with Cammie, Renee, and Mr. Trey all the way. Twice on Sunday. Y'all probably ain't on Sunday, but it's all good. y'all should be.
Copywritten, so don't copy me.
Good morning, America.
Wakey, wakey, bakey, bakey.
And it's time for Friday's Trashy Freestyle. Here we go. I don't even know what to say. I really don't even know what to say, actually. You know what? I got it. Yo, it's Friday. I'm a little tired, sloppy. Yo, I need a little coffee. Maybe some sugar with some motherfucking toffee. Scotty pimpin' right across from me, but he's not really there. He's kind of far, but across the street and across the car. I don't know.
What? You were doing so good at the beginning, and then it just fell apart.
It's supposed to be trashy. You should hear the ones I do on Mine and Preston's show. Like, I make zero effort to actually do good or rhyme. Literally zero effort to actually do good or rhyme. It's fun. Preston's like, I can never tell if you're just doing it that bad or if you're fucking with me.
Oh, it's just that bad, Preston.
And I'm like, no, I'm fucking with you. And it's also that bad on purpose. So it's, look, if you are not, I will tell you a secret. There have been a couple of times where I've tried to like do a bad freestyle, like make a horrible freestyle. And I actually made a good one. I was like, son of a bitch. Like, it wasn't supposed to be good. It was supposed to be stupid and horrible. And Preston's just like, no, that one was actually kind of good. I was like, damn it. It defeats my purpose. It's supposed to be trashy freestyles. Trashy Freestyle Friday. What the hell? All right. So, anyway, no, all jokes aside, let's get to it. Well, damn, that's a headline. One job rejection letter to rule them all. Creepy or best damn rejection letter ever. We will tell you. Cammie, read us the rejection letter, please.
All right. So they pretty much tell her, hey, you're not going to get this job, but until then, keep trying and keep applying. No one remembers the rejections. It only takes one, yes, to change it all. But don't just take it from us. Take it from these folks. I've never seen a rejection letter like this. I'm not going to read like every single
thing.
They
literally mention the Beatles rejections.
After Harrison's first small
Harrison
movie
Ford's
role.
rejections.
Michael Jordan when
rejection
he was cut
from his high school team. We all know that.
When Lady Gaga got dropped from her record label.
When she got dropped from Def Jam. I remember that.
James
I don't have this pulled up on my screen, by the way.
James Dyson with his failed prototypes when it comes to bagless vacuum.
Dyson vacuums. Okay, yeah.
And Elvis Presley fired by Jimmy Denny after his first, after just one performance.
Oh, but that was because they was haters and he was shaking his hips. They didn't like his sexy.
They go on and on about this. I'm like, it's a 2-page rejection letter. I've never seen this before. Anyways.
2 pages? You needed 2 pages to tell me to fuck off? You could have done that in 2 sentences. Shit.
And then it says, at the end, here's the topping on the cake. At the end, it says, may this rejection be a tiny and forgotten step on the road to your next big yes.
No, I'm going to remember this forever.
The one that really matters.
I'm going to remember this rejection forever because you decided that it was a good idea to write a 2-page fucking fuck you letter.
I don't know which is
That's
worse.
funny, but at least they are like, given like positive.
It was very positive.
I don't know.
Vibes,
After all that, I would have preferred to just never been called back.
So, and that's the debatable question here. Was this rejection letter super duper the best rejection letter you've ever heard, or was this just basically an over the top fuck you?
Yeah, too much in my opinion.
Or do you think maybe they just maybe this person was like the final 2 candidates and maybe they really liked them and felt really, really bad about having to tell them to go fuck off.
You and I have both worked for HR before.
Yeah, I did. I worked for recruiting and firing.
I have sent out and done rejection letters for companies. I would have never done all that.
1 paragraph.
Yeah,
and we don't even usually tell you why we rejected you.
Short and sweet. That's it.
We don't even tell you why.
Right.
We're just like,
you don't have
hey, Steve, this is Trey from Bleep. I just wanted to let you know that we have reviewed your qualifications as an applicant and your interview and your interviewing time.
We have decided to go
in another direction with a different candidate. Yeah. We wish you the best in your future job search.
Yeah.
That's
it.
Full fucking stop, telegraph style.
Yeah. Like...
See, I get this 3-page thing, and I'm like, whoo, dodge the bullet, because it does seem over the top, which means they're probably over the top on everything.
Which means your boss is probably a psychopath.
Truth.
So you probably, Scotty, I hate when you get dark like this, but I like when you get dark like this, because you bring the realness.
No, you're right, though, Scotty. I totally
like your boss might be a stalker,
agree.
serial killer or something, or just work you to death. Like, I'm super nice, so I can make you work like a slave. You know what I mean? I mean, there's that too.
I will inspire you. I may not pay you good, but I will inspire you.
All right, so Friday Funnies. Mom spills the beans on a mishap that leaves her mortified at kids' school.
This is funny.
I got to tell you,
this is hilarious.
I would be dying if this happened to me. I would be laughing. Like, I'd be like, oh, well, shit.
But you know what? Let me tell you something before you get into it. As a teacher of 13 years, this is nothing. I have seen way more embarrassing stuff than that. You know what I'm talking about.
Cammy has seen a cock ring in a classroom.
Brought to school for show and tell, okay? I'll just be honest with you.
Because vibrating circles are insanely attractive to children, apparently.
So this is like nothing. This is nothing. But go ahead.
Did you see the video, Cammy?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
This mom, she is mortified when she picks up her 6-year-old daughter from school and finds out that her thong was attached to the Velcro on her shoe when she showed up at school in the morning. And in this video, for the folks that haven't seen the video, the mom, you could just tell, is mortified. 6-year-olds going on about her day, walking around, showing everybody and telling everybody about her mom's underwear.
I think the best part
everybody.
The best part about her being mortified for me is that means she must have had some freaky thongs or something.
Freaky thongs?
I don't know what that means. Some sexy, extra sexy thong.
A thong is a thong.
But extra sexy thong?
I mean, little extra lacy on it or something?
Cares?
I don't know.
Who cares?
Maybe.
Do you think
there has to be something to grab onto the Velcro?
Here's my thing is, like, if it's like just solid material,
I'd rather it be
like
that than a granny panty.
Fact, and here's the thing is, I like the see-through lace. It lets that bitch breathe.
It's not very comfortable for women.
I don't know. I just wanted to.
I'm sure it looks great,
Looks
and I'm
more
sure
like
guys love looking at
looks
it,
more
but
like
it's
a
very
screen
uncomfortable.
instead of a cover.
She told the head teacher that her mom's house was quoted was messy.
Okay, that's a different story.
Oh, damn, your kid done just went to school. Was like, look, I wouldn't
But
even have
not
this on my
uncommon.
shoe if my mom cleaned.
Not uncommon.
Damn.
At the beginning of every school year, when I would send a newsletter out to the parents, I would say every single year for 13 years, I said, listen, your children are very curious and they are little sponges. Please be careful what you say and do around them because I will know. They will come and tell me. And if you don't want me to know something, do it behind doors away from your kids.
So after she told the principal that her house was messy, the principal told her to put it in her pocket. But then when she got to class, she had to tell the teacher, this was on my shoe this morning.
Okay, first of all, that principal is a freaking idiot.
Yeah, no, you throw that bitch in a Ziploc baggie.
In their
And put
backpack,
it
in their cubby,
backpack.
and you instruct them to not take it out.
And
Do
after
not
she
take it
showed
out,
the
yeah.
teacher, she said, to put it, she said the teacher told her to put it in the backpack.
See,
Put it
the
in the
teacher was
backpack.
smarter than the dang
in the
principal.
video. In the video, when you're watching the mom, she's laughing while muttering "My God" under her breath.
At least they were clean, she said. So
Yeah, got that going for you. Can't be
So-
too embarrassing then, right?
I guess no need to hold show and tell next week, right?
literally, your kids are the
Hey.
biggest ball busters. Don't
already
do
know.
something you don't want everybody to
Yo,
know.
my kids straight, they
Oh,
still
they
do me
still
dirty.
tell on you to me
They
all the time.
still do me dirty. They're still raw. That's how you know I didn't really do anything wrong to my kids because they're snitches anyway.
Man, you killed their fish, their
They
goldfish.
don't let Mr. Bubbles go. They will not let
And that was
Mr.
how many
Bubbles
years
go.
ago?
Goodness.
Bro, I killed Mr. Bubbles at least 7-8 years ago. Minimum.
And they still
Don't
don't
bring
let
up
him
Mr.
down
Bubbles.
on that.
Don't bring up Mr. Bubbles around the kids. They're grown-ass adults, and I still get grief over it. I have damaged my children for life over fucking Mr. Bubbles getting left at an old apartment on accident. Oh, my God. Yep. The same kid that gives me grief is the same kid that took Mr. Bubbles out of the fishbowl and tried to give him a bath with real soap. Like a real kid. Tried to wash him with soap. I was like, you're going to kill him, right? But anyway, one, he's out of the water. Two, you're using real soap. I mean, there's that. So anyway, Scotty, Friday Funnies, that's funny. It's hard not to leave the week on that one.
Right.
Like I said, working in PTA, just my daughter, I was in my office at the school working out of the PTA manager's office, right? And the teacher's like, "Can I talk to you?" I'm thinking, oh shit, what did my kid do now? She's been being a little shit lately, whatever. I think she's in 3rd or 4th grade and they were doing life science class. And the teacher says, I asked the class, what's a weed? And your daughter raised her hand and says, my dad grows that, or my dad smokes that. Yeah, good times. And so... Yeah, there's that. And now it was at a time where it was legal, so there wasn't a whole lot they could say. But yeah. Then she went on to explain how I had a whole world inside a little room that had its own sun and everything to grow plants. So
that's awesome.
So yeah, Dad grows his weed in a magical world inside a room. Like fucking Narnia, according to my 3rd, 4th grader. And so that was awesome. So I had explained to her that while Daddy's not doing anything wrong,
not everybody needs to know that.
It's just really not a good idea that you talk about Daddy's indoor magical sunshine garden, okay? Because Dad's getting in trouble for that. and not any real trouble, but it sure didn't exactly look like I should probably be the head.
You weren't like the model parent.
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, I think they knew everything the whole time and thought it was hilarious that the best PTA parent they ever had was a stony, crusty dude. Nothing wrong with that, right? Nothing wrong with that. But anyway, so guys, I want to tell you guys have a great weekend.
Yes.
Scotty, we got to definitely play something this weekend, some Warzone. Sorry, man, I got some Madden for free. So I'm trying.
You can get smacked in that.
I'm trying to beat that on franchise mode though, or face of the franchise mode.
Okay.
I'm trying to beat. I'm at the part where I'm. My contract was supposed to be over, and I'm like,
no, I understand. Nate runs from getting smacked on Madden too.
Fool you! Oh my god! All right, smacked maybe lose, but smacked is a whole nother boy.
Smacked, fool. Smacked,
bro. You know I'd be beating this thing. Like 38-6 on all Madden, right?
Hey, look, Nate, pop up in the comments.
Yeah, see me, Scotty. Hey,
log on, fool, right now. Catch that whooping.
Cammy done left.
Start your weekend off right.
That's how much she cares about this conversation at this point. We're gonna get out of here for the day. It's been Wake and Bake. We'll see you guys next week.